are live on the Squared Circle. It is the Toy Man Chris Hill along with the Mouth Ian Mosley. Acting GM still? Or is that just for the show? You don't know. We shall see for sure. I'm sure we'll be hearing from Mr. Bandon at some point today and get his thoughts on what all went down at the show.
I mean, I was just trying to fill in some shoes, you know. Best GM ever being suspended. I mean, who else was gonna try and fill his shoes?
I get it.
Not you.
I don't want it.
And
Everyone
I
keeps
for
saying that.
sure, especially after the post of, oh, there's the storm coming. I for sure did not want to see him come stepping into that building.
I get
So,
it.
you know, I just kind of took the initiative. Keep it fair.
Okay.
That way the board of directors don't try and screw other people like they like to screw me.
Trying to share some things here, and we'll get. We want to make sure we get people on tonight. We have a big John G calling in later tonight, and lots to talk about with Red, White, and Bruised.
Yeah, pretty good show. Pretty good show.
Big show. So, Red, White, and Bruised this past Saturday night in Alvarado, Texas. We ended up with 6 big matches, 5 championship matches, and one no title on the line. It was interesting, and I meant to download the video last week or play the video last week because and it ended up playing into things, but let's take a look at what the Sanctuary had posted last week, and then we'll talk about the match that happened. So
the prophecy is upon us.
Valley, I just want to let you know, whenever you're ready, we're here for you. You want some too? Hey. You get your wife, you get your girlfriend, get them to hop to and spit on that thing, but you need to calm down. I'm just letting you know right now, when you're ready, I'm here.
yeah, Balak was having nothing to do with the Sanctuary, but he did. He was live in action against Juicy Joe Angelo Garcia. Both of them battling it out. Balak seemed to be holding his own against Juicy Joe for the most part, but Trey and Ricky did come out, distracted Balak. Balak was ready for a fight, and Joey took that opportunity to deliver the super kick and get the pin, and it was over. Joey left the ring, and Sanctuary entered the ring, and I thought maybe they're going to start a beat down because of that, and no, they actually woke him up and were trying to help him up, and said the same thing. They were still trying to help. So I don't know.
I don't know about these Sanctuary people. I keep trying to tell people. Nobody wants to listen. I mean, you guys are going to just dig your own thing then.
All right, ties your.
Already, I know.
Yeah.
The pine cones love me, man. What can I say? See, I don't know. The Sanctuary likes to throw in a lot of cryptic stuff going on. I still don't have a big feel for them.
And they looked legitimately concerned about Balak and were wanting to help. So I was ready for, but Ricky and Trey were both kind of wondering why Balak was freaking out so much, but Balak was ready for a fight. And instead, he left the ring, still not wanting anything to do with them. But as Ricky says, he'll come around. They think so.
I'll give it to you later. But yeah, I mean, I think things are going to start picking up with these sanctuary people. I think they're kind of getting the feel and looking around and seeing who's who and what they're capable of. So I don't know. I mean, we've been dealing with a big mess with Balak. Maybe they can fix them. So, I mean, power to you guys. You guys want to take that step? Have at it. I mean, that is a dumpster lit on fire rolling down a hill.
Yeah. Always looking. They'll be there. But I mean, I'm sure there'll be more to come from Sanctuary, from Dalek. I mean, that's not over with. We shall see what is to come. But our first championship match of the night was the Cruiserweight Championship with the Fallen Angel Seth Anunnaki taking on Sin Lei. What a match that was.
Crazy match.
They tore that ring apart. The side of the ring, the barriers, it was not looking good for Seth for a little bit.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat with that one. I really was.
Yeah, no,
Man, you just won it. You're already about to lose it again.
Yeah, but Seth did dig down deep into his boot, pulled out something once again, and hit Sin with that whatever that object was. Knuckles.
That was all power. That was all
power.
power.
No, the power, just
Yeah.
the shimmering of his fist.
That was all
Shimmering of
power.
his fist. Okay. Whatever
I mean,
it was.
sweat coming down, it makes things glisten.
Okay, the sweat on the fingers. Yeah, I threw
Yeah.
Seth far back. I mean, I couldn't tell for sure exactly what it was. I mean,
Yeah.
to me and Tony, it looked a little bit suspicious, but
Everybody always trying to say
anyway,
Stuff has a very powerful hit.
yeah. But your winner and still champion is the Fallen Angel, Seth Anunnaki. I mean, he did say he is ready to take on not only the Cruiserweight division, but everyone in APW, and has put them on notice. And he definitely showed he will go to any tactic to win with that match. So it's a Bucky shirt too. Got to represent Texas. See, I got a little Bucky, everything on it. So represent.
I don't know what to do with you anymore.
Represent. Hey, we're on the DC network. We're worldwide now. We'll represent Texas with Bucky's. There we go.
Oh,
it was a bit tight on me when I bought it, and it fits really fine now. So that's
see, and this is why I filled the shoes of Rock Bannon Saturday night, because this is what would have filled the shoes.
I don't want his job. Tony's taking on. I've seen what's happening with Tony with DFW All Pro. I do not want that headache, so I am fine. Yes, Chance, we'll be talking about that. You will be getting your shot here soon. So
General manager is not a job for a nice guy.
I would not disagree with you. So, but I'm glad you think I'm a nice guy. So up next, we did have our women's championship match as Hilda challenged the Valkyrie of Violence, Morgan Mercy. The size difference did not matter with these two. Oh my God.
See, when they first started, she just bam.
It was. I mean, she was throwing Hilda all over the ring, but Hilda did not give up. I mean, she was up and down and bouncing around and swinging.
Oh.
It took a little bit, but she did get Morgan on the defensive there for a little while, and
Yeah.
actually almost got her pinned. She's when she started getting those Barbie kicks in, getting the long legs out there. It was not looking good for Morgan for a bit, but she did hit her face melter at the end as Hilda was trying to go off the top ropes one more time. She picked her up off the ropes and hit her with the face melter, and it was over. And
I got a little nervous for that VIP section.
Yes,
because I mean,
it was kind of over.
We remember.
Yeah, it was just kind of over out of our view, but it looked like she just like power lifted her onto the table and just dropped her.
Yeah, I mean, because we remember last time with those tables.
And I guess there is a size difference between Hilda and Jackson Stone.
True.
So
I got a little nervous. I mean,
yeah, no,
I was like, great.
It was a big.
I'm trying to fill in the shoes of Mr. Rock Bannon over here. And this is what I'm going to have to deal with. I'm going to end up getting called to the ring again and getting the crap beat out of me because I allowed this to happen under my watch.
It was definitely, I say fun to watch. I mean, it was, I was impressed with that match for sure. Probably one of our better women's matches in a while. So I say that we've had some solid women's matches recently. So
with Morgan involved, it's always solid.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very different dynamic for sure.
Whether it's solid face hit. I mean, either way, it's going to be solid.
It was solid. So then we had our North Texas Championship match with the American Viking Xander Slade taking on Brixton Shaw, who was our guest last week, or one of our guests last week. Tony was getting nervous. He was very nervous that he had wasted his golden ticket. You already say he wasted his golden ticket. But,
heartbeat.
But Brixton was about. I mean, he had Xander on the ropes, definitely.
He was about it. It was like, all right, here we go. He saw the goal.
He did say he was unpredictable. He said he had no set style. He had never faced Xander before, and he was going to play it by ear, and that's exactly what he did. And he had Xander dead to rights, I thought. I thought he had him pinned multiple times.
I was looking forward to seeing Xander lose. I really was.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward. So then I can say, and knew.
And knew, but it didn't quite work out your way. No. So, but he was able to pull off his, what is it, Gungder? His spear. I'm going to get the name right eventually. But as he says, and still, your North Texas champion, Xander Slade. It was a beat. It was a battle to the end, and I had fun with that match too. So it was a good show all around. When you have 5 championship matches, it's going to be a good show. It was almost too bad that Mr. Bannon wasn't there to see what he put together, and I did think
you have something to do with that.
Almost too bad. So that's. Then we had our APW Tag Team Championship match as the Street Style Fight Academy came out. Emmanuel Fury and Xavier Zamora comes out. Manuel was not looking well. Find out he has a torn ACL. And
here we go.
I said his name.
That was the third time.
That was. Good evening, Mr. Bannon. How are you?
Well, I've been better, but I've been worse. So
I know you could look like Chris.
Let's get some things out of the way. Let's start with Mr. In the Mouth General Manager Mosley.
It was just to keep order. It was just to keep order in your absence.
Well, first off, last week I was pretty sure I had a pin on who was in the board's ear, but then I'm not there, and you come out as the interim general manager. Makes me start wondering some things.
It was literally just to let people know that you still have control, and that your right-hand man was there to keep order for you. I wasn't going to let Chris take over the show. I for sure was not going to let that no-good Devin Storm come traunching in knowing that you weren't going to be there and get his little fingers twisted. I was keeping order for you.
Do you realize I had a plan? The plan was I was suspended, let the show fall apart so the board would see what happens when I'm not there. So I'm starting to wonder, maybe there's an inside reason why your guys aren't getting their title shots.
No.
Maybe the leak isn't so far into the Bucky's shirt. Maybe the leak is leaking sap out of the pines a little, maybe?
Why would I hold my own guys back?
I've been in this business a long time. I've seen a lot more stranger things happen. I'm not accusing. I'm just putting it out there that it could be something going on. So, as far as the thing that the interim general manager okayed, there's going to be a little different play to that. You see, as you can tell, your Juicy Queens had thrown out a challenge for the APW Tag Team titles and our champions Street Style.
They want that, and then they want to take on Dying Breed as well.
Well, what has the Juicy Queens done to deserve a tag team title shot? Nothing.
They lost a lot.
As a team, they have done nothing.
Yeah, as singles, they've lost a lot.
So they will have to defeat the former APW Tag Team Champions, the Supreme Savages, to get a shot at the Dying Breed.
Okay.
Well, it was really the Dying Breed. It was really the Dying Breed that started laying out the challenge, and then they said, well, fine, you want us, Bruce and Joe Angelo said, fine, you want us to prove what we can do. We'll take on the true APW Tag Team Champions. So it was really Dying Breed throwing it out there.
But didn't the board certified interim general manager okay the match of them having a title match?
I mean, I kind of had to. I was in there in the ring with a guy who's been wanting to kick my teeth down my throat for a while. And then I had Doberman with a pair of brass knuckles, and security was not getting in the ring.
Okay.
So I was in a rock and a hard place. No pun intended.
Mr. Mouth, let me stop everything real quick. I'm wondering, Toy Man, did you hear my comment at the beginning of that little segment that I just said?
About
when I said the board certified interim general manager.
Yes.
As you see, the mouth never said, oh, no, Rock. I'm not the board certified interim general manager.
They called. I got called out to the ring.
So I'm just putting little hints out there. I'm trying to pick up all the pieces because
I was doing what Rock Bannon would do.
I do not find out what my punishment is until the 20th. I've been put on notice that on the 20th, they will tell me what my punishment is. And I don't know what I'm being punished for this for. It's actions unbecoming of a general manager. So I guess a general manager can't clobber a hard-headed pansy like the North Texas champion is in his head with a steel chair anymore. So therefore, I guess the Xander Slades of the world have all become snowflakes as well. So
I do have something to say about that. He did try to come after me.
I will see y'all on the 20th. But my eyes are opened up to watching you a little bit too now. So don't let me down, because right now I'm not sure which way I'm going. Have a nice day.
Have a good one.
You just try to do something nice.
I kind of like the.
See, this is why you can't be a nice guy. This is why you can't be a nice guy. This is why you can't stick up for anybody. So now I really hope he gets a bad punishment. I just try to be a nice guy and just keep his show going, because he brags about his show.
Yeah, he's just suspended from the events. He's still general manager. He's still he still can call in.
I was being his eyes and ears there.
He just can't be where the other talent is. We'll say it's safe to be online. He can just make threats. So
whatever.
But yeah. So Street Style Fight Academy. Emmanuel Fury injured, and they said they were still going to be a team. They are the Street Style Fight Academy, and they have academy members, and they brought out Rex Mori to be on
big
their
surprise.
Side.
Big surprise there.
Yeah. I had seen earlier in the night, Rex said he was on his way, and I was wondering, what's Rex coming to APW for? I was like, okay, cool.
I mean,
we'll have Rex back.
May have pushed out a call.
Yeah, well. So it was Rex Mori and Xavier Zamora taking on the unparalleled Chance Fortune and the Agtown ace Alec Bullsdale, getting a title shot before your clients once again.
Because they won one tag team match. And then all of a sudden they can get all these titles. These guys need to be put down. I'm tired of them. Tired of every opportunity that they get, which we're going to see later on. Somebody else has another opportunity. My guys have all beaten them in singles matches, but yet this guy gets a shot. I mean, wasn't that what I was told last time? Well, they've been winning tag team matches. They've won one. My guys have lost one, but my guys have beaten them all in singles matches. But yet they don't get a title shot for something.
Well, I will say, Street Style Fight Academy did come out on top. They were Rex was a huge factor in that, taking out both Chance and Alec, and allowing Xavier to get the pin. So I will question it. I have to go watch the video when it comes out, but I don't think Xavier was the legal man at the time. But so be it. The ref called it.
Oh no, he was.
Was he? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
I just for me, I missed the tag then. So, but anyway,
I mean, you were far away.
I was far away.
You were far away.
Worse happened in WWE this weekend, but so at least there wasn't a 3 count that was called a 2 count. That yeah. Well, anyway,
I mean, we've seen that.
As Triple H said, he's going to leave it to the referee's decision final. And that's what I'll leave it with too. The referee's decision is final, and the Street Style Fight Academy is the champions. And then we have Dying Breed comes out. Ruben Rivera, Doberman come out. Everyone left the ring. They didn't want anything to do with them this time. Yeah. but they laid down their challenge. They said they had not lost their championship in 4 years, which if you don't defend it in 4 years, I mean, you're not going to lose it. So I get that. But they 1800 chain gang. Yes.
Don't buy into his. Don't buy into his saying.
It's a sanctuary though. Oh, I don't have my mask. What do I do with my mask?
You put some respect on the
Okay.
Dying Breed's name.
There it is. I got my mask. I got it. I almost thought I lost it there for a second. So. All right, caller, you're on the air. Or not.
Thank you.
It was an unknown number, so I thought it's going to be. But I'd give him a shot anyway. I was really hoping it was a sales pitch. But anyway, so they did call out APW, said they were the rightful champions, and that they even called out King Outlaw by name. And you know what happens when you say he who shall not be named by name, he shows up. And he showed up and brought along Juicy Joangelo Garcia as well. And they got in the ring, and then the previously mentioned exchange where they called, the Doberman called for anybody in the back who could come make a decision. And that's where you came out.
Yeah. I mean, you saw what predicament I was in.
I don't blame you for agreeing.
I was literally surrounded
by 3 people that highly dislike you and one that teams with the other one. So I think Joey's the only one who probably tolerates you.
Do Doberman and Robin highly dislike me? I mean, they don't really know me.
Well, that's true. They had no idea who you
were. So
that's true.
So you can't say that they dislike me.
That's true. They were calling you other names. They did not.
Yeah. I mean, that was a very I didn't lay out the match.
They just like everybody.
I didn't lay out any of the match. I didn't say, hey, you guys have to do this in order to get this. I didn't do any. This was all them. I was like a notary. That's all I basically was.
Yeah.
I was just acting as a notary.
But the challenge was made for them to fight King Outlaw and Juicy Joangelo. They said they would take on the true champions, who are Street Style Fight Academy, and obviously we hear from Rock Bannon that they will be taking on Supreme Savages instead.
And the stipulation was, if they win, they get to face them.
Yeah, and it will be the same stipulation.
And it got even amped up to where when they do get to face them, I'm trying to talk, people. You can put them on hold. They're on hold.
Caller, you're on the air.
And you're about to be put on hold.
Caller.
Not your first time caller, but
Mosley, how you doing?
You can put him on hold. I'm going to finish my discussion.
Finish your thing.
Yes, put him on hold. Interrupt me like that.
I'm gonna give him a shot.
So I'm sitting here, and the stipulation was, if they win, they get to face them. But then Bruce amped it up and said, hey, I'll let you guys pick the date and any match style you guys want. But
and what'd you do?
Then the other stipulation was, if they were to lose their match, Joey has to join the Dying Breed.
I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Yes. So I was in a very tough space because I like Juicy Joe. Bruce, I'm kind of but Juicy Joe I like. So it was a very tough decision to be in, and I was surrounded.
Early in the show, didn't you say you were trying to do what Rock would have done? Rock would have just started swinging chairs. So,
well, unfortunately, I didn't have a chair.
Well, you should become prepared if you're a manager.
Well, they were all I'm guessing because I didn't see a single chair get used all night. I'm guessing they got exiled from the building
Oh.
because of rock band.
Oh. I just find it curious and kind of crazy that you last week were shining all kinds of light on Chris being the general manager, and then your britches got pulled up to your armpits, and you came out floating that you were the board-appointed general manager. What is done in darkness shall come to the light. So what are you doing in the dark that it came to the light that you were the board director's intern general manager, Ian Mosley?
I was just being rock band's eyes and ears. That's all.
Well, if you were
Sometimes you got to
being
get a little dirty.
he said earlier that he wanted it to go to hell in a handbasket. Yeah, you had to step in and correct it. So were you trying to correct it to see the light being shined upon yourself? Or were you trying to go into business for yourself?
You can hang up on this guy. He's a joke.
I'm kind of liking what he's saying. I'm
I
saying,
don't.
like,
I don't like people throwing the accusation at me when I'm just being the eyes and ears of the greatest general manager ever.
You consisted all last week. You were pointing over to Chris. Chris is a wise man. And you were pointing over
Exactly.
to him. Hey, he's in the board. He's in the board. Yeah, when the light gets on you, hang up. You don't want to talk about it. Because
If I was anywhere on the board, my guys would have every single title. If we're gonna go true rock band in fashion, and I have ties with the board, every single one of my guys will have every single title. I will have a female wrestler with me to hold the title, and none of them would lose ever.
Not as long as Rock Bannon is in charge, because
Well, everybody's trying to say I had something to do with everything.
If you think you can get rid of Rock Bannon, then you have a smooth passage. Son, I've done this.
And if I had something to do with him being done, I had no clients on the show.
It was me. I know the groundwork. I know the roads. I know which way you're traveling. And once you see the light, you will change your way.
God. See the light.
But it's okay, Ian. What's done in the darkness will come to light, and then hell shall be paid. And now, when that is time to collect, is your body going to have a checkbook big enough to check that balance? Because you love to show out and shell out money for protection, but now it's coming back on you. And
there ain't nothing coming back on me.
Coming out. So I don't really care too much for Rock, as we all know, and never has done some stuff. But I have to agree to him with him on this one. Ian, you are shedding different lights. And you came on the show today with a beautiful glow in your face and in your eyes because you were general manager for the show. Something that you think you could get used to. So, Rock, if you're still listening, I have to agree with you. You might want to stop looking at Chris and shed your eyes over on Ian.
I have no means of being general manager. I do not want that position. You guys saw me 2 times. One to stop Tony.
You tweakled Tony to the ring. You were floating on the clouds. You were so happy and so proud.
No, if you were actually out there and you saw me walking, you saw me with my head down because I'm about to walk into 2 really big guys standing in the middle of the ring.
Oh, but when you cut Tony off and told him, no, we're going to intermission now.
Yes, it was intermission.
I know, but
Tony being Tony, wanting to run his mouth and still keep going. That's Tony being Tony. So I
And
had to
you
stop Tony like Rock would have done.
On
Rock
Tony,
would
so
have
when
done the same
people didn't
thing.
want to fight back, you were kind of nervous.
Okay, we're done with this. We're done. We're done. We have other things to get to. We have a wonderful guest that we need to get to.
And I'm getting to my next sermon, so I will see y'all later. And just
Yeah.
always remember, look towards
Hopefully
the
you
light.
find a
and
hole.
when the sun and darkness shall come to the light. Ian,
Fall
take
in the
that
hole.
one to your heart.
Hopefully the dirt covers you up on the way
Have
down.
a great night.
Let's get to our guest.
One
For
last
being
match.
so rudely interrupted.
One last match, and then we'll get to the guest. We had the APW Heavyweight Championship with Brada Kaimi challenging
Care about it.
AXL. You don't care about that match? That's
No.
Brada was impressive. I liked him.
Because again, if I was general manager, that would have been a no DQ match. I had all this GM power.
Yeah, I think next time it probably should be, because Brada was impressive. He had, again, we had no titles change hands, but there were several close calls on this show. So, but your winner and still APW champion is AXL, taking out Brada Kaimi.
I didn't make any match. They made the matches. I just went, fine, you want a match? Do it. Because I'm tired of them constantly interrupting the matches. You guys constantly coming down and interrupting matches and taking up all this time from other people. They made the matches themselves. I have no authority. I was just there as eyes and ears. That's it. Because obviously, if I had authority, then Bruce and Juicy Joe would be going up against Street Style. But no, they're going up Supreme Savages. What are you guys not getting here? Are you guys just that freaking stupid?
We shall see. Anyway, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back with Big John G right after this.
Do you want to advertise your local business to a wider audience? Well, why not advertise with Johnson County's best pro wrestling promotion? Have your business showcased on Roku TV through the DC Network throughout episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and also through the Squared Circle podcast. For inquiries, please email advertisewithapw@gmail.com. Hello from Stitches, Clings, and Things, where we offer custom t-shirts for personal wear or business apparel. We even offer vehicle decals and even custom crochet items like beanies, blankets, coasters, and more. Please contact through our social media platform on Facebook or call us at 817-666-8027 and even email us at stitchesclingsandthings@outlook.com. Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleveland or Alvarado, Texas. But what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
We are back. You can catch all of our live shows in person, advancedprowrestling.com. Our next show will be Wanted, Dead or Alive in Cleveland, Texas at the Cleveland Conference Center. And our guest right now is Big John G, who will be a big part of that. Welcome to the Squared Circle.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you had an impressive debut here, taking on the King Outlaw, coming up victorious with that win in your debut.
Oh, yeah.
And now you'll have another big man to face in Big J.
That's what I hear. I hear he's a big guy.
He's been a bodyguard for Mikey B. So he's got that fight to him, but has been coming back now and actually wrestling and kind of been a bit of a surprise for a bodyguard to be able to take on that type of action. So
It'll definitely be a good one then.
So let's talk a little bit about your what got you into wrestling to begin with. I mean, what any heroes or anything that they happen?
No, I played a little bit of college football, so after I got done, I needed something to transition into, and I started pro wrestling right after. So, been going about 4 years now.
Okay. And in your time, any memorable matches that you've had so far?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a bunch. Probably my best one would be I teamed with Jake Christ and faced Rhino, and I can't remember this other guy's name, but it was a tag match in a barn in Indiana, and there was nobody there. It was during the pandemic, but it was probably the most memorable match I've had.
I mean, I heard some of the best stuff is done when there is no crowd.
Yeah. But Ian, if with all due respect, if you could just be quiet and let me and Chris talk.
Square circle. These are the hosts. You're just a guest.
Listen, I prefer Chris more than you.
I mean, you
Obviously,
did one show with us.
Your management skills wasn't too good, man. I've just been hearing what happened at the last show, and I don't know. I feel like Chris would have been a better interim GM.
Don't want it, but I don't know.
I didn't want it either.
Yeah,
obviously there's something going on.
Someone stepped up. I'm just saying. There's
just saying.
But any matches or anybody that you're looking forward to, like is there anybody that you haven't faced that you would like to face?
Honestly, AXL.
Another big man there, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
See that down there?
Huh?
Show respect.
Well,
right there.
Ty's the only one who feels that way.
Because he knows the true nature of me.
There we go. See, there's the other one. You don't deserve respect. So I trust Amber more. That's for sure.
You guys can all get bent.
You've been wrestling for about 4 years, you said, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything you do special to prepare for matches? I mean, do you watch tapes? Do you just go in blind? How do you prepare for matches?
I watch a few of my opponents' matches, and then I'll just study a bunch of like 80s wrestlers, 80s and 90s. I watch a lot of Big Boss Man and Yokozuna.
That would, I mean, Big Boss Man for sure definitely fits your style. That's But have you seen anything about Big J?
I've seen a little bit.
Okay.
He's pretty good, pretty quick. So, but it ain't gonna be too hard for the best super heavyweight in the world to show Big J who the best big man is.
It will be a battle of the big men at Wanted Dead or Alive in Cleburne, Texas. Cleburne Conference Center. Get your tickets at advanceprowrestling.com. If you haven't been, I mean, the shows have been phenomenal recently, and we've got more phenomenal matches coming up. And it sounds like, well, I don't know if Rockman will be there or not. He's obviously getting here his punishment on the 20th, but we may have another band and free show. Ian, you might be able to step in.
Not. I'm not stepping in. He wants it to fall apart. Fine. I was just trying to take care of his baby that he brags about all the time.
Yeah.
And then this is the grief I get. So you know what? You want the show to fall apart? Let it fall apart then. Me and my clients will go somewhere else. someplace where we actually get the respect that we deserve. We get the title shots that we have earned that go on to everybody else. I mean, Texas is big. There's a lot of promotions. I got friends that own promotions in other states. I'll give them a call. I mean, may go up to Kentucky, may go to where Big John was at. Go over all of his territory that he used to run in his 4 years against my 14 years of doing this.
All right, so in Kentucky, is that where you started?
Yeah, I started in Kentucky.
Okay, so
Yeah, see, I do my research on people too.
Well,
because you're about to step in the ring with one of my good friends.
Yeah.
You gonna go, Chris? You got some other things?
you're doing just fine. I was just,
I mean, I wasn't sure if I'm still allowed to talk on my own damn show.
Big John's just being quiet. He's not appreciating you for sure. So, but all right. Since we're not gonna allow Ian to ask the question, I'm gonna use his question. But there, any tales from the road, any fun events in your 4 years that you'd like to share? And we're a PG-13 show, so we gotta, make sure you keep it family friendly.
Yeah. So like Ian was saying, I did get my start in Kentucky, and so I was coming down to Texas like once a month to wrestle for 0-1 and King of Sports. And I came down for a 0-1 show with one of my buddies, Marty Clay. And as we were leaving, we get pulled over, and we're in New Boston, Texas. So when we get pulled over, this cop comes up to us, and he was a big fellow, and he asked us what we were doing. We told him we wrestle, and so he didn't know that there was any other wrestling company besides WWE. So he asked us if we could get him a John Cena autograph. We told him yes. So I've never been back to New Boston, and I hope he's not listening right now, because he would probably give me a ticket. But
anything to get out of it, right?
anything.
So I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to give you a way out of that. You ready?
What's that?
Just tell them you couldn't see them.
You tried. I mean, you tried. That was, yeah.
It's an out, yeah. Easy out. You see, that's what I'm here for. Give people the out.
Thanks, Ian.
I got you. I got your back.
I mean, I can have my own back, but I appreciate your effort.
As we said, we've got a big show coming up in Cleburne, Texas. We are going to have Devian Black taking on Alec Bullsdale.
I hope he just tears him apart.
Bullsdale tears apart.
No, I hope that piranha gets let out and he just tears that backstabber apart.
Yeah, I saw him in action on Sunday. Him and Kane Carter, and he's a beast. So we also will have Red Chambers getting his shot at the North Texas Championship, taking on the American Viking Xander Slade.
Again, the only match he has been in with us, minus the Battle Royal, he was in Metal Mayhem and lost. My guys have won single matches. No title shot.
But
everybody thinks there's a conspiracy with me.
Yeah.
If I was secretly GM, my guys would have all the titles because that's the way I would play it.
That's the way you'd play it. And then your another favorite one is going to be that we have the fallen angel Seth Anunnaki taking on the unparalleled Chance Fortune for the APW Cruiserweight Championship. Again.
I mean, I got plans for that. See if he makes it to the ring.
And then, of course, what we were talking about earlier, we've got the
Not the match I made.
Juicy Joangelo Garcia, the King Outlaw Jason Bruce, taking on the Supreme Savages. Winner will be taking on the Dying Breed.
Well, not the match I was forced.
Not the match
into making.
Forced to make, but the match you got.
But I have all this power. All this power.
I just, there's kind of, I don't know.
I think everybody that was at that show on Saturday started drinking that Alvarado water.
It got a little bit wild, for sure. But Cleburne, Texas will have their opportunity to be wild as well. Turn out, get some live APW action. You want to come
see Big John lose to Big J. Yeah, it'd be a great match.
You think so?
I mean, so.
I would say he took out King Outlaw, but who hasn't recently?
Exactly. Who? Big step up for you. Wow, you took out a guy who's been losing every single match. You took out the Heath Slater of APW. Wow. Good job, Big John. Good job.
I fight Levi Lucas, though.
I mean, whenever our GM gets back from being unsuspended, maybe there might be a match against Levi Lucas.
That'd be a walk in the park.
For Levi, yeah.
For me, I'd do it blindfolded, hands behind my back.
I would be careful making stipulations like that.
Speaking of blindfolded, I mean, he could take on Saren. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. He wasn't worthy of being in the Pines.
Oh, okay.
He is burned twice over and scattered far away.
All right.
You don't come into you don't come into the Pines and then make a fool of the Pines like you did.
I get it. Okay. I think Big John G could take on Levi Lucas and Carlos Diaz. Tag match.
Oh, don't do that to him.
It'd be a handicap match.
Don't do that to him.
For them.
Do not do that to Big John.
Huh?
My guys would have a heyday with that.
No. I think he's got it.
Maybe he wouldn't even be able to make it to the ring.
Anything special planned for the crowd in Cleburne, Texas?
I mean, I would tell you, but then why would they buy a ticket to see it if I tell them what's planned?
There you go. Tease it. That's what you got to do.
They just got to show up and see. Heck, I might be the GM. You never know.
Mal, you're not happy with that? All right.
Keep it together.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep it together.
We do want to remind everyone, any of our trained wrestlers out there who would like to participate in the seminar August 24th, Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone will be putting on a seminar in Alvarado, Texas. If you would like to get trained by former APW champion and current, superstar for sure. You can get all the you can message the Advanced Pro Wrestling page on Facebook. They'll be able to get you all the information. But you definitely want to be Impact Wrestling's own Jackson Stone. Are you looking for something else? You just
Oh no.
no.
Remember Jackson Stone saying anytime I needed him,
Uh-huh.
I can give him a call and he will have the mouse back. So, I'm just setting something up, since I'm GM and I have all these power moves. So, he wants to wrestle a big guy. Maybe I can pull a couple of strings and really get him a big guy.
All right. Well, we shall see.
Good friend of mine.
Good friend.
Shout out. Shogun Suplex.
All right. Well, we shall see. We do know for sure not this Saturday, next Saturday. Man, I'm trying to make everything this weekend. But the next Saturday, we will have Wanted, Dead or Alive, Cleburne, Texas. Big John G will be there against Big J in the battle of the big men. We'll see who's left standing and will be the big man in APW. So, John, we look forward to having you there. Looking forward to see you in action one more time.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to being there.
Any final words for the fans of APW?
Just make sure they come out and buy a ticket. Watch a great night of pro wrestling.
All right. Well, we thank you for being on with us. We'll see you next Saturday.
Don't say we.
All right. I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Let me. I already saw who you picked for next week. Mouth. You'll have your.
Oh,
Yeah. We take turns picking our guests, so that's
A+ show next week, by the way, guys.
A+ show next week. Yeah, okay. That's all right. Well, John, thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great night. We will see you next Saturday in Alvarado or in Cleburne. Jeez, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
See you guys there.
All right. Have a great night. Thanks.
As bad as Tony.
He rubbed off on me. All right. Sorry about that. But have a good night, John. It's going to be. Why are you rude to our guests? Even those that don't like
he was rude to me first. I give people what they give me. I treat everybody the same. Even people I bring on, I treat them the same. I mean, their pedestal is a little up higher.
Uh-huh.
But they get treated the same.
Okay.
I ask them questions.
Yeah. No,
you're gonna come out the gate coming at me and being disrespectful and rude. I mean, as I last saw, host.
I agree.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So. All right.
You get what you dish.
Well, definitely the seminar is going to be a plus.
Oh, yeah. A lot of knowledge.
Maybe you can get Big John G here for that. And then, and this is for any wrestler, any trained wrestler. You're welcome to join. You don't have to be part of APW. If you've never wrestled at APW before, you are welcome to come. Just contact the Advanced Pro Wrestling page and get your time with Jackson Stone. So, for sure.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I was there for the last one. A lot of good stuff.
Oh, we had someone else just join us. I think we said his name too much. Hello, Mr. King Outlaw. How are you?
I heard the the ongoing joke that my name had been called a few times, so I guess I appear. One
Yeah.
second, let me try to make sure this is on the right device because I just got in my truck.
He's learning from Tony.
Well, you have
He's learning from Tony.
been on a bit of a losing streak, and I don't know if you can hear us or not. So
It's a good screenshot right there. I should make that my wallpaper.
that's right.
Put it right there behind me.
Just we can
We can
make
add
full
it.
size. We could take us off and then make it full size, and that way
We can add it to you big dummy. See, there it goes again.
There you go.
I could hear that, Ian.
Okay, I'm glad you do.
So,
Yeah, I heard that.
but you and Juicy Joangelo Garcia coming out and challenging Doberman, or I guess they were challenging you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really care to talk about that. If you want me to be honest, why I'm calling in.
Okay.
I'm calling in because, Ian, man, are you okay? You're getting a lot of what fingers pointed at you and stuff
I
like
know.
that. Like, I'm kind of concerned, so I'm just kind of worried about your well-being. Are you okay?
I mean, it is what it is.
I'm just kidding. I
People
don't
want to
really
believe. Yeah. I know.
but
Of
anyways,
course you know.
This is the problem that I have, Ian. I gave you the opportunity to all you had to do is say yes, and you would have been known to have booked the biggest tag team match.
I did say yes. And we lost him again. But I did say yes. I even confirmed it with the crowd. But I'm not.
Can y'all hear me?
Manager. Now
Yeah,
we can.
Now. Yeah.
But I did say yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we got you back.
You can't hear us.
I can hear y'all, yes. Okay. I just didn't care what you had to say, Ian. Like I said, I gave you the opportunity to book the biggest tag team match in APW history. All you had to do is say, yes, I approve. And yet you dropped the ball. Your freaking smoke was coming out of your ears because you were thinking too hard. What's Daddy Rock gonna say? I don't know. Like you were acting like you were already spanked on the ass by him or something. Like, come on, Ian. Oh, Ian's going off. Oh.
He's leaving now. He's taking a lot. He's taking a lot tonight. So
I mean, hey, stuff happens. I'm going to try to do this again. This might connect this time.
Ian's hiding.
I'm trying not to connect to my truck. That's the problem. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, I still can't hear you. But anyways, no, I can barely hear you. But no, I don't know what I have to say. I mean, I've taken a little small break. You know, me and Joey, we've had to come to terms of what's been happening to us lately. You know, I've been on a losing streak. I can admit it. Joey has lost his North Texas title. You know, things have not been going in the favor for the King Outlaw and the Juicy One. Chris, I'm gonna agree with you.
See? All right.
See, I can be nice every now and then.
You can be.
Here is the problem, though. Despite of what's been going on with me and Joey lately, we are not two guys to be called out and just be thought of as of a last thought. I am the King Outlaw, Jason Bruce. He is the Juicy One, Joe Angelo Garcia. And I'm sorry, we are not to be overlooked. Dying Breed wants to make a statement, they want to call us out. No. Let me make one thing very clear to Doberman and Ruben Rivera. Two guys that I actually have a lot of respect for. But again, you do not call us out. You two are going to learn a hard lesson. And I admit that y'all taught us some hard lessons when we were growing up in this business, but y'all don't know what y'all asked for calling us out. So, Chris, would you like to ask me something?
So how do you feel about taking on Supreme Savages instead of Street Style Fight Academy?
So here's the thing about the Supreme Savages. You know, I don't dislike those guys. You know, I've known them for a long time, probably since they broke in. But you know, do me and Joey have a lot of tag, you know, reps in our team? No, we don't. Can admit that. But can you think of two better guys to put together?
If you are on, no.
Exactly.
But you've both been a little iffy right now.
No, admit that. I have no problem admitting that right now. But here's the problem. You don't call me out, because then you just put me to a new focus. My focus has been that I have lost my APW Heavyweight Championship. My focus has switched.
Okay.
So.
And are you willing to take on the Dying Breed and stop this craziness that they've been wrecking?
You know, here's the thing. I bet I can hear you now. Here's the thing. I have not been concerned about the Dying Breed at all.
Okay.
What they've been doing, me and Joey have actually sat in the back and thought it was funny. But again, you call us out. That what they're trying to do, and everybody doesn't see it. What they're trying to do is relive the glory days. They want to call the two biggest names out in the company. Despite us not being champions about all, you don't say APW without bringing up Joe Angelo Garcia and Jason Bruce. So they want to try to ignite some flame in their loins by calling us out. Let's go for it. We got to prove our way to get there. Savages, respect y'all. Don't really like y'all, but you're in our way.
All right. Well, we will find out for sure on July 20th in Cleburne, Texas. Wanted Dead or Alive. Lots of big matches, lots going down, and we'll find out if the King Outlaw and Juicy Joe Angelo Garcia will click.
Yeah, you want to go down this card with me? I mean, your last, your co-host and your last guest were so entertaining.
All right, so we've got Big J, Big John G, Battle of the Big Men.
I'm excited for this match. You know, being a big guy myself, I'm not as big as them, but I'm pushing about 280. But man, that's going to be a very good match. Big John G got in the ring with him. Very agile for as big of a guy as he is.
Yeah, I went back and was looking at that match. He got his leg up pretty high. Very, very agile.
Are you jabbing me right now?
And flexible.
Flexible, yeah. I used to be flexible, toy man. I used to be flexible.
You know, it happens when you get older. So.
Yeah, it happens with experience, I guess. That's the word I'm going to use.
Okay, experience. All right, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock you that much. I wouldn't even get my leg up on the bottom rope. So there's
Oh, okay. There you go. But yeah. Yeah, very agile, but Big J, not a pushover. I've never been in the ring with him. Well, no, I've never been in the ring against him. I've been in the ring tagging with him, as you know.
Yes.
In Battle Lines, Team Rock Bannon. And man, like I said, he's not a pushover. Big J is a big man in that ring that can do some blows.
Mm-hmm. I say you whoop up on Dying Breed. So
we haven't yet, but we will.
Yeah.
We just got to get past D. Carter and Michelangelo, which those guys are good, but they're not the juicy one of the King Outlaw.
All right. We also will have our cruiserweights in, and Devion Black and Alec Bullsdale will be facing each other.
And another match that I'm really invested in. If anybody knew my story when I came back from injury, Xander Slade knows best about it. That was to prove to the guys that I had a real hand on in this business, that's my kingdom, and I wasn't ready to give it up. Bullsdale is one of my guys, and Devion Black. I didn't help in his training by no means or anything, but I've gotten to know him a little bit at other promotions and stuff. I like both of these guys, and their styles are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I think this could be really one hell of a match. I really do.
Yeah, we saw Devian in action on Sunday, and him and Bullsdale will face up really well together, I believe. So
yeah, who was it that he beat?
Yeah. It was a chance fortune, but there was some help with that.
Right. You need to quit looking at it that way, okay?
There's when
a W is a W, sir.
It's W. It was 3-on-1 though.
In the mighty words of Paul Levesque, it is the referee's final decision.
That is true.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and they counted 3, and he did not kick out.
That is true.
It didn't stop on damn.
Then we will have the North Texas Championship on the mat, on the line, with Xander Slade taking on Red Chambers, friends with Big J.
Yeah, I like Red. I despise Xander Slade. I hope Red Chambers. You talk about losing streaks. I don't think Red's ever beat Xander. I really don't think he has at APW at least.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for Red. Man, I saw him Sunday. Man, he's got a new focus, new click he's rolling with. New look. He looks 10 or 15 years younger.
I almost didn't recognize him, honestly.
Yeah, man. So I'm really rooting for Red here. Like I want Red to just decimate Xander Slade. And again, looking at the angles, he's got people there. Big J's there. They're really close buddies.
And you never know where they're at. Mikey B has been known to just show up. So.
Mikey B has proven in other promotions, not just APW, you never know when he will show up. Like, he's one of those guys, it doesn't matter if he's booked on a match or not, he just might show up and just ruin your day.
Come out of the audience, who knows? You never know. So
the pedigree, yeah, I don't really like pedigrees. I bet on your knees.
Then we will have your match with you and Juicy Joe Angelo Garcia taking on the Supreme Savages. for bragging rights.
Mhm.
Do you take on Dying Breed? Take out Dying Breed? Who knows? What?
It's not really about taking them on or anything like that. It's more. You ever seen Old Yeller?
Yes.
That's kind of the story of what we're doing here is we're going to take the old Yellers out behind the shed. But again, Spring Savages, no disrespect to them, that they've gotten where they've wanted to be in the tag team division. But me and Joey are going to be ready. We're going to be training. We're going to be getting our timing good on our tag team. But it's going to be us.
All right. And then we will have the Fallen Angel Seth Anunnaki taking on the Unparalleled Chance Fortune for the APW Cruiserweight Championship. Seth Anunnaki is a new, well, I say new man for me, but from what I hear, old Seth Anunnaki is back.
So
New focus for sure.
yeah, and I'm not trying to take too much time up, but go back to last year. Go back to Westapalooza. Go back to me being Chaos Champion, being in a old school hardcore match with Seth Anunnaki. That's what I was trying to find. I said I wanted the old Seth Anunnaki. That's what we're seeing. Little bit of a newer edge to him, but it's the old Seth Anunnaki. He does not care who's in his way. He does not care what he has to do in that ring. Gold is his purpose, and he means it.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll give him a little credit. Been trying to be nice lately. Not too nice, because again, if nobody likes my opinion, they can kiss the crack in my back. But has come a long way since he's graduated. And this match I think hits Seth harder than anybody, simply because Tony made a comment the other night, and despite me not commenting lately, since everybody says I comment too much, and the subject always tends to go on to me, so I've been silent. But he said that Chance Fortune, the unparalleled Chance Fortune, has been carrying the cruiserweight division very well lately.
Yes.
If I was the cruiserweight champion, I would not take that comment very nicely. Like that would throw me into a tailspin of rage and wrath. And I'm surprised Tony hasn't been slapped by Seth Anunnaki for it. And that's probably the actual comment that has pushed Seth over the edge.
From what I understand, Tony's not going to be there that Saturday on the 20th. I think he got a little worried about that match and decided to take the night off himself. So.
He's very lucky. He's very lucky. Yeah, I did see a post shared by APW earlier. The Defiant one, Devin Storm, is going to be there with some kind of message. I hope it's not towards me, because me and Devin Storm do not get along very well. He likes to put me in handicap matches for tag team championships. Everybody says that it was fair because I weighed just as much as both of those guys. But here's the problem: I still had to keep up with both of them. They got breaks. I did not, and I'm, as much as I like to think I am, I'm not as young as I used to be. My breath ain't quite there, but yeah, Devin Storm's not a fair guy.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, that will be Saturday, July 20th at the Cleburne Conference Center. Wanted, Dead or Alive. You definitely want to get your tickets now. VIP tickets still available. Front row tickets still available. It's going to be a great night of action. Was this Mosley? No. He is the mouth. Who knows if Mosley will be the
You know what? everybody thinks that he's trying to sneak his way into general manager. Here's the thing. I don't know if I give Ian Mosley that much credit on the brain section on him. I don't know if he's that mastermind full. If I had to guess anybody, Devin Storm, been real silent. Chris, I know your name's thrown out a lot, but I honestly don't think that you're behind anything. I think there's a mastermind behind all of it, and I honestly don't think they've revealed themselves. Rock Bannon has in his path has no shortage of enemies, so there's no telling who it could be.
I agree.
So, not saying it might not be you, Chris. It could be. But I definitely don't think Ian Mosley.
Rock Band himself again. We learned from you last year. So,
yeah. But the thing is about Rock, when he's in his rageful moods, he is not his. He can be his worst enemy. He likes to shoot himself in the foot with the board of directors.
All right. Well, that will do it for tonight. We will be back next Wednesday. Devion Black will be our guest. Mouth will probably be back. I don't think he's hurt that bad. He'll recuperate. Yeah, he took a lot of hits tonight. Anyway.
I could tell. I could see it in his face.
Yeah. So, all right. Any final words?
I'll give you some final words. This is to the APW fans. Where have y'all been? Good God, y'all have been missing some awesome wrestling.
I agree.
The shows have been getting better and better, despite despite the crowd size. Awesome. And man, we get better the bigger the crowd is. Mm-hmm. We get crazier the bigger the crowd is. We get crazier and better the louder the crowd is. So, don't care who you cheer for. I never care who y'all cheer for. Y'all can call us Juicy Queens. Y'all can call us J&J Jackson Juicy. It doesn't matter, because all we want is just for y'all to be loud. Because, again, we could care less what y'all say. But it does motivate us. So, show up, Cleburne.
You don't need to wait a month to see it on Roku TV or on DC Network. Come watch it live.
Come watch it live in action. If we sell out VIP, I will make sure and that VIP section gets possibly some blood, but some sweat, and D. Carter's face slammed right in front of him.
There you go.
I don't like that. I don't like D. Carter. I don't like his dreads.
All right, but we'll be back next Wednesday on the Squared Circle live at 7:30, and then next Saturday live in Cleburne, Texas. Wanted, Dead or Alive, be there. That'll do it for us tonight. Have a great night, everyone. All right.